Welcome. If this video found you, there's no coincidences, so come hang out. Let's talk story. Let's check in. I'm burning sage because I feel like we need to cleanse and ground. Most likely, if this message found you, you feel like you're in this sacred in-between space. You've shed so much of the narratives, the people, the places that no longer serve you. You are ready to meet your infinite potential. You're already one with your infinite potential, but there's this grace area, this sacred space where you're being called to sit with it all in the silence. And that is terrifying. The silence feels scary. So you've been adding activities to your day, all good things, right? Surrounding yourself with people and spontaneous energies and flow and just trusting. But deep down, you know that the missing link is you sitting by yourself and feeling the lingering sadness, the lingering frustrations, the lingering pain that still needs to be felt so you can jump into that new timeline. And not even jump, because it's like you're already there. You've already chosen this higher timeline for yourself. It's about now trusting that you're ready for it. And there's nothing really you got to do except be. And that's where like our logical mind can feel just very heavy, because it's like we're conditioned to believe that if you're not doing, you're not achieving. But in fact, when we sit into the energetics of who we are from a soul level and allowing the silence to be the doing and to inspire the next aligned action in our life, to embody that infinite potential that we want, that we are. Like, that is true bravery, being able to be like, whoa, I need to slow down and just be with myself, even though I know it's going to be so uncomfortable. So if you're feeling any of that, you're in the right place. And I want to tell you that you're not alone, because I'm there too. My name is Mystic Maya, for those who don't know me yet. Hi. And I'm just like you, man, a mystic, walking the path of trusting my heart versus my mind, trusting my inner knowing versus what everyone else is saying, the chatter of the 21st century, of society, of the norm, right? I feel really blessed to be a soul that trusts in what I can't see but can feel first. And it's always hard, to do that, to trust in what you can't physically see, right? But that's also faith, right? Faith is trusting in what your heart already knows is true, and having the courage to be consistent with that inner vision that you have, that inner knowing that you have, until it becomes physical, until it becomes tangible. Because everything that we desire is already here, because it's already within us. But where the human experience gets interesting is having the devotion and the trust in ourselves and in, a higher power, but also in all of the elements around us to work with us, to co-create with us our wildest dreams. And that takes daily discipline in trusting thyself, in trusting that even though you don't know all the answers, you don't know the how, you don't know the when, but you know your why. And that is enough. That is enough. 444, as I'm saying that. You are protected. You are guided. You already have all the answers within you, right? Like, that is so prominent right now, is trusting that your heart has the codes for you. And now when we sit in that silence that we're so afraid of, that we've been trying to avoid for the past few weeks, or months, it's in that moment of coming back to the silence that we are going to understand how to leap forward. And if you're here, you're no stranger to sitting with silence. You understand that. You've done it before, and now you're being called to do it again. And there's almost like this knowing, because you know the feeling that you have to now drop in and really hold the space for all of the emotions, that it can be somewhat terrifying, because it's like, oh dear, here we go again kind of thing. But I feel like this reading today is, how can we hold that knowing that, okay, we're going to drop in, we're going to feel, but this time it's going to be different. This time we're not who we were when we did it before, and the time before that, and so forth, right? We're already in a new frequency. Our worthiness is in tuned. We know who we are, and we really have been working on our unshakable faith in ourselves and our soul mission and our soul remembrance, but also in a higher power. Like, our faith is so in tune. We are an enigma. Somehow we make it work because our faith is stronger than our fear. Our trust is stronger than our pain. And that is everything. That is everything. That is the baseline. So celebrate that too. Not only feel the lingering, stagnant emotions that need that, but also how can you, purge and celebrate both at the same time. It's a both and, because the fact that you've made it to this very moment in your journey is incredible. And as you most likely know, gratitude attracts. Gratitude allows us to align and call forth the tools, the creative tools that we need to move forward in grace, in flow, in forgiveness, in harmony, in synergy of all of it, the light and the dark, and the purity of the magic that lies in the in-between of the light and the dark, right? That infinite possibility, when we just trust that we don't have to have all the answers. The more we surrender, the more things just come into play. And don't get me wrong, it's easier said than done, right? How the fuck do you surrender, right? It's like the hardest thing to do, to just allow. Just allow, right? Just freaking allow. I like to see myself, like in my mind's eye, jumping into a body of water, and I'm in the fetal position. As like my body hits the water, I enter the fetal position, and I'm just holding myself, allowing myself to drop into the water. And at some point, I just accept that I'm in the middle of this body of water. And then I open myself up and I surrender my body, my mind, my soul into the oneness of everything and nothing. And I just allow. I allow the water to do what it needs to take away any stagnant emotions, narratives, and to recalibrate my cells through that sweet surrender. And just to trust that I'm always protected, I'm always guided for. And there's nothing that I need to do except be in that knowing that I'm already whole, I'm already complete, I'm worthy as I am, and I do deserve to live a happy, grounded life. And from that point, solutions arise. So try that visual for yourself and see how you feel. And, I'm a big believer that we can change our energy within seconds. We don't need to meditate for hours. All it takes is coming to a sacred intention for the day, wherever you're at. Like, You can do this in the morning, the afternoon, the evening. Maybe you start in the morning and then life just happens and you need to do another check-in in the afternoon and so forth. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you come back to your power, your sacred intention of the day. What matters is that you come back to it. You remember your peace. Even if the chaos knocks on your door a million times, it's having the bravery to slow down and come back to your peace and redirect. Redirection is so sacred and potent, but it takes responsibility. It takes accountability. We have to be accountable for the energy that we want to vibrate from, because our energy is what attracts opportunities, people, and places. So coming back to your center multiple times a day is not a burden, it's a blessing. Be proud of yourself that you have the tools and the courage to do that, because it's so much easier to just keep going on the rat race, go, 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 11, 11 as I say that. It's so much easier to become a victim to illusion. So let's pull a card on that note and see what the cards have to tell us on this point. If you made it to this point of the video, I would love to know where you're from in the world. Drop it down below and just share what's on your heart, like what's coming up for you. Like, please let me know. We're in this together. And I think the hardest part of being awakened, an awakened soul, is we feel times 1,000, right? And in that, we can feel very alone, but we're not. Literally, you have a team of omnipresent beings around you always, and you can call on them at any time of the day. Like, I speak to my angels all day, every day, my archangels, like asking for signs, asking for help, for clarity, and they always show up because I have the courage to ask for what I need. And I feel like this is a sacred reminder. Ask for what you need. Don't be shy. Be unapologetic. Trust that you and your faith will move the mountains that are in front of you, and you're going to do it like a fucking boss. So let's see what needs to come through today through the angel cards. What does the collective need to know? Ooh, okay. Let's see, they're just dropping out. I love when they just like fly out in such profound ways. Okay, we got 2 cards that flew. Let's see. Ooh, so we got Archangel Michael, which is perfect, right on cue, and manifestation. So Archangel Michael is the archangel of divine courage and protection. And he has his beautiful sword. And when I encounter Archangel Michael, for me, it's a reminder to call back my power. It is a sign that I've given freely, which is, not a good or bad thing. It's beautiful to give, but sometimes we overgive, and then we find ourselves ungrounded and just feeling very depleted. So it's very important to also give to yourself. And by calling your power back, you are giving to yourself. You are recognizing your wholeness. You are recognizing your big heart. You are recognizing that in this present moment, everything can change with your awareness and your intention. So let's just take a quick moment and call back our power. So get cozy, get comfortable. If you're driving, keep your eyes open. But if you can sit down, just do so and allow yourself to really feel into your spine. If you can, sit in crisscross applesauce and just breathe into your body and just say hello to your body for a quick second. Close your eyes, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just allowing yourself to melt for just a quick second, feeling, observing, surrendering, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in peace, Breathing out curiosity. When you're ready, affirm out loud, I call my power back from the four corners of the land, from the north, the south, the east, the west, above me, below me, to the sides of me. I am now fully in my power. From here on out, I operate from my power, trusting in myself and my infinite greatness. And so it is. Bringing your hands to your heart and just taking a beautiful inhale and exhale to really ground into it, really feel the presence of your body grounding into the earth, opening up to the air element, the fire element, the water element, just really becoming one with all the elements and the beauty of being here on planet Earth as a soul in a human body. As we get to work with the elements, we get to explore, we get to be mystical and scientific and freaking inspired, and we get to build, we get to heal, we get to learn, we get to forgive, we get to recalibrate, we get to enter this curious wonder. What a gift. So just breathing into that, breathing in, I'm in my power, breathing out, trusting the divine flow of the day. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes to the space, feeling into that power that you are. You're whole and complete. And allowing this energy now that you've created to guide you. Manifestations. I actually want to read this one from the booklet, so let's read that real quick. So manifestation, this card means you have manifested new opportunities and abundance. Know that you can experience these gifts right here, right now. Your hope for aspirations are on their way to you. They may arrive in a different fashion than you expected, but the rewards that you truly desire, such as feelings of peace, security, and happiness, are manifested exactly as you requested. Ask your angels to help you have faith in your ability to manifest. With this faith, you and God, or whatever you believe in, can do anything. This is the process by which all thoughts transform into tangible form. First, they begin as an idea, born of divine source. Then the idea meets with a feeling. If the feeling is loving and nurturing, the idea and the feeling create the embryo of the manifestation. You nourish your newborn idea by believing in it and by following the step-by-step guidance that God, or higher power, and the angels give you through your feelings, your dreams, and your visions. I love this because it's exactly what we started the message with. Trusting in your knowing and allowing yourself to drop into that stillness, not as something to be afraid of, but to actually attract, right? To attract what you desire by feeling that you are worthy of it. So for today, allow yourself to drop back into that big picture dream. It's probably been a while since you've danced, since you've somatically brought in that vision that you're working towards into the present moment. We must not only create with the mind and trust the soul, but embody it through our body. Like our body is the vehicle of the tangible world. So to feel is to heal, to feel is to create, to feel is to know and believe that you are exactly where you need to be. And everything is already happening for you. Just claim it, celebrate it, and allow yourself to be in the feeling of it all, the light, the dark, and everything in between. It's all a part of the sacred truth of you, okay? So I'm going to love and leave you here. I'm so grateful for you. We've got this. Allow yourself to be today. And I'm so excited to hear how the being inspires your doing and the next steps as you just become more freaking awesome, more aligned, more joyful, more in tune, more unapologetic of being the mystic that you are. All right. See you in the next message. I cannot wait to see what's going to come for you through this act of sacred stillness. All right. Love you. Goodbye for now. Look at that light. Ah, so good. Wait. Let's just like hold up the light real quick. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Trust it. You are the light. You are the light. You are the light.